so excited to have you guys here. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here on this Monday night. And I'm really excited. Guys, drop it in the chat. Are you fired up for this month, for Christmas Cash, for Steps to Success, for Four and a Friend, for all the things we're talking about? I want to celebrate Hannah and Krista, who both went diamond last month. We have so many amazing things happening right now, and I'm just really thankful that you guys are here with us, okay? So tonight, what we want to do is we want to honor, we had 3 of our girls that actually earned the Canadian incentive trip to Montreal, and unfortunately, Emma had an emergency, so she is not able to make it, but we love you, Emma. And again, guys, just congratulate her when you see her in the chats. She made the trip, and I'm just so proud of her. But guys, what we're gonna do tonight is we are gonna pick the brains of Krista and Courtney. Guys, can we drop in the chat, like if Krista or Courtney at some point in your business has inspired you to just be better, can you just put like a 1 down below? Okay, right? Amen. So I'm excited tonight to pick their brains. We're going to find out what they're doing. Success leaves clues. And so I really want you to take the time to put your phone down, plug in. They're going to teach us all the things. And we are going to close up with our new president of Canada, Jackie, who is also on. I just saw your face pop out at the bottom. And we're so thankful for the time that you have for us tonight. It's going to be a fire call. So without further ado, let me bring on, let's start with Krista Santos. Krista, first of all, congratulations on earning this trip. I'm so freaking proud of you, and you are so deserving. And I would love if you would just share a little bit about your story. We have a lot of people that are new and haven't heard your amazing story yet. So take it away. How did you find it works?
There you go. I'm like, I'm not allowed to unmute. Here I am. Hello, you guys. My name is Krista Santos, and I am so excited and thankful and grateful. And there, like when this all happened, I'm so stinking excited to share with you, because I feel like I don't know who on here tonight already has counted themselves out for Christmas cash, but you need to listen up. Okay, like Zoom is for you if you have already counted yourself out. Okay, so my name is Krista, and I joined It Works 4.5, almost 5 years ago. And this week actually was the week that I became a customer. I'm going to try not to cry because it's so emotional for me, you guys. This company has changed so much of my story and my family's story. So this week is my son's 9th birthday. And it was immediately following my son's 4th birthday. I'm going to show you the cake I made for my son's 4th birthday, you guys. I'm not in the pictures. I worked my butt off for that party to create this beautiful memory for my boy. He's my miracle baby after 11 years of infertility. And I wanted to be that mom so bad. For 4 years, I had scrimped, I had saved, I had done every penny pinching thing that you can possibly imagine. You know, I had repainted furniture. I learned how to can food. I grew a vegetable garden for the first time in my life to feed my family. I picked blackberries because they were free and froze them to make smoothies. I don't even eat fruit, you guys. Like, I was willing to do anything it took. Before that, I had a business for 10 years. And in that 10 years, I put my heart and soul into my business. But when I had my miracle baby, I couldn't do that job anymore. I owned a childcare center, and he wasn't in the age that the government said I was allowed to bring to my workplace. So I suddenly had a very huge gap in my life. And so I sold my business and said, okay, I'm going to stay home and we'll shrink our lives down. And I shrank and shrank and shrank. And put a 1 in the chat if you have experienced I'm just going to shrink my life down. If I can just trim the fat a little bit more until you realize there's no fat. There actually is no fat. And you're just like, just don't know what, you know, and I was scouring on the internet to be like, how can I work from home? What can I do? Because I just desperately did not want to put my son in childcare. I couldn't even wrap my mind around the idea of giving him to somebody else so I could go and in turn look after somebody else's children. That just made zero sense to me. I prayed for him for 11 years. So I was very motivated. I had, in that 4 years, that first 4 years of his life, do you know what's cheap to eat? Carbs. Do you know what's also not the best healthy lifestyle for you? Carbs. So I had put on 60 pounds over that 4 years. I no longer felt like myself. I was wearing clothing that was, kind of trying to conceal this part of my body, those kind of things that you kind of do. And all of a sudden you just realize, like, I don't even wear clothes that feels like Krista. I'm hiding. I'm not in the pictures. I'm literally writing myself out of my own story. And that's where I was when I saw a post for the cleanse. And I was so thankful, because I reached out and I was like, okay, I said to my husband, I'm like, I know we can't afford this, but I just feel like I need to do something because I don't feel like me anymore. And he's like, you know what, whatever, we're putting everything else on the credit card right now. Just go ahead. I'll look over here. You do that. And so I ordered the cleanse, and within 2 weeks, it was Black Friday. I was like, oh my, I'm ordering the triple threat weight loss system. And in 3 months, I lost 30 pounds. And it was like a new lease on life. And I reached out and I said, hey, do you actually make money at this? I just saw you posting a picture about earning a bonus. and we had a conversation, a very real conversation. And that's where I got started. And in my first 3 months, in 90 days, I went diamond. In my first 8 months, I was double diamond. And by the next summer, I was triple. Like, boom, just went. And it has been the most incredible gift and blessing to be a part of this team, to be a part of this company. And I just want to tell you how much your life can transform if you really go all in. So I'm really excited to share some of the things with you, because I've done all kinds of growth in the last 5 years. I am not the same person you sit down and talk with today that I was 5 years ago. I had the privilege of taking a girlfriend of mine out for lunch today to celebrate her birthday. And she's someone that I've known for 20 years. She worked with me when I was Jackie's daycare teacher back in the day. So that lets you know how old I am. Anyways, we won't focus on that. But I was able to actually take her out for lunch and bless her with an incredible gift. And the look of like just surprise and joy on her face, it filled my heart to just exploding to be able to do that for someone that I love so much and who has seen me progress and seen me and known me. And she was just like, I'm just like so blown away, by you and by how much you've changed and grown. And she's, she's now a customer and she's using, my recipes that she's trying out. And it's so incredible. You guys your life can be so much more than where you are right now when you start out in this business. So anyways, I don't know. I don't know what the story is. What would you like me to share? I could just go on all night about how much I love It Works. Seriously, the company will change your life if you get in and roll up your sleeves and do the work. But I think you have questions for me, Jack.
Okay, I just love listening. Every time you like tell your story, I'm like, this is so. I just remember like, remember you come in, it's just this.
Yeah, my hair was also this long in 2018.
Yes.
It's ridiculous. If anyone's wondering if the collagen and hair skin and nails work, I can hook you up. It's so good. So good.
It's been a journey. I'm thankful that I'm thankful we've done this together, dude. It's been cool and you're amazing. So I was so pumped to see that you're going to Montreal. So the first question I have, and I actually took some notes, we might jump around a little bit, but the first question I have is, okay, to get to Montreal, it came down to, okay, I should have really read the rules before I started saying this, but essentially it's enrolling customers and enrolling distributors, tier 1s, tier 2s, making money, the foundation that we have. There's people out there right now that are like, listen, you can drop a 1 and this is you. I would die to just start stacking some tier 1 and tier 2 bonuses, 150, 350 weekly bonuses on top of pay to my bank account. What did you do? Walk us through the flow, start to beginning of what you did to make this happen.
Number 1, I printed out my goal. So just like in my first 90 days of business, I printed out a diamond chart and I filled it in. I printed out the success bonus because I thought, well, that's made up of the things that are in the contest. So I had the worksheet and I was like, I'm doing this. I'm gonna earn this success bonus. And so I printed it out and was like, this is how many customers I need, and this is how many distributors I need. And just like when I went diamond, just like when I went double, just like when I went triple, you guys, I carried that around with me everywhere. Like, it's funny because I'm sitting here going, but my thing, usually I have it like right, like literally where I can just grab it. So it's like in the kitchen, because that's also where I'm like, normally I have like, oh, I just set it down and I fill in something and you enroll somebody. Like the momentum that happens when you're constantly looking at your goals is really, really valuable. So like if I'm in the car and I sign a distributor, I want to look at my chart immediately, be like, oh, that's where they're going. Boom, I'm literally in my phone in eSuite, moving them right now, done. I'm writing their name on that chart. I feel great. Guess what that does? It builds momentum. It keeps you moving forward. And you're like, you're shouting it out in the chat. You're like, okay, oh my gosh, here we go. Now it's like only, and this is what I was doing in my team chat. I was like, okay, I need this much more. I need this much left. I need this much left. The last days of even working towards that success bonus, I was like, okay, guys, it's like 2 days to go. I need 8 LCs, and I don't know if it was 2 DTs still or 3, whatever. And it was like, okay, well, here I am, I'm just putting it out there, and just kept on. Like, you have to keep it so in front of you and just be like looking at it constantly. So definitely printing that out. The other thing that I did is I printed out, because I'm old school and I do keep things in my phone, okay? But I love me some paper. And so I used the technology that's in my phone. I love paper. Paper is everything. So I have in my notes app, my AM work checklist and my PM work checklist. And so then I actually print out hard copies. And what I did was I actually printed out 30 days of them at a time. And then it would I just in the morning, I would write down the date on the top of the AM work checklist, and it helped me to like just stay super focused. But also I put things on there that were kind of no-brainers, but they maybe were things that I was either struggling with doing every day consistently, or just things that when you don't think about, all of a sudden you can be kind of halfway into your day before you remember them. And you're like, oh shoot, missed opportunity. Right? So like, for example, the first thing on my morning checklist is actually turn on audiobook. Because if I'm going to sit down to do like work, I don't want to be 30 minutes into my working time where I'm sending out messages and doing stuff. And I realized I could have been listening to something that's going to help my brain and my mindset. Like, no. So it's like, first things first, do this, do this, do this. And so first I made that checklist that was so important to me of everything that I wanted to get done that I knew was income producing. And then from there, I actually put it in kind of more the order, even within my checklist, so that I'm not a morning person. I don't think very good in the morning. I need to drink a lot of the keto coffee before my brain is really reliable. So I put it in the order of like, I can literally make a check mark and just keep going through my check marks, right? So things like that really, really help me. Following up systems. I also carry around, it's not here, but I carry around like a dollar store little notebook that I just write down I write the date at the top, and I just say like November 7th leads. And then every new name I get today just goes in that list. And then again, I carry around these little black notebooks, these little dollar store notebooks in my purse. So then I have 5 minutes, I'm following up. I'm looking back a week, I'm looking back a month, I'm looking back wherever. I always have these notebooks with me. They're gold. Right. And they're light enough and little enough. And if you carry a big purse like I do, you can just keep stuff in these little notebooks in your bag. It's magic. Okay. Try new things. I tried out new distributor host to post wording. I made a personal one. So I had a picture of me working on my computer in my yard with an iced coffee beside me. And I made a personal app where I'd have somebody put up a post and it was like, hey, my friend Krista is looking for this. She's a homeschool mom who loves iced coffee and sunshine, like basically talking about what I was doing in the picture. And it just created this like feeling of like people knew what I was about and it didn't look weird or spammy or whatever. So they kind of took away a barrier. So then again, I played around with doing that for customer host to post too, of like, hey, my friend Krista's looking for some people who want to lose weight. She lost 60 pounds in 6 months, and this is her, and putting my results picture for a host to post, right? I'm signing big volume packs from that. And that's, again, like one of the things that I love to do is to sell systems. So I was super excited when we released like the packs that, and I literally I start with like, here's what you want to lose weight, then boom, like here's the ultimate package. And then, you know, the pricing that we break down. But I would get on the phone or get on a video chat. Don't be afraid to get to know people and let people get to know you. Because when you have that personal connection, it just breaks down barriers. Like I hopped on from a host to post this month, hopped on a video chat with the lady who was interested in weight loss, and she ended up signing up herself and her husband, and it was a 450 BV order, and she'd never met me before. Right now she's like, I was like, okay, I'm like, let's have fun, let's have fun. I'm gonna make sure you know how to use everything. I'll send you a video. I'll send people just a video message, even like let people know you, because when it's personal, like it takes away some of those like reservations and those feelings like, is this spam? Is this a scam? What is this thing? Right? Because it's the internet. It's wise to be wary. It's our job to break down the barriers and help them know that it's wise to get to know you. Right?
That's so good. It's so good. And like one thing that I love that you say that I think people need to hear is you're not scared to pivot in what you're doing. Like we all do host to post. She's getting her customers, her 8 customers, to close that off for her tier 2 because she took a host to post and switched it to like what she's using, her results. She's getting on the phone with people. I think, can I just say, I don't know if anyone agrees, put a 2 in the chat if you agree. We have got comfortable becoming so automatic with things like boards and scripts and this share the same post. Okay. The magic is going to come from when you understand that we're literally in network marketing. You're having conversations with people. And like she's saying, she's getting on the phone. Now for someone, Krista, and then this is my last question for you, unless you want to add anything else to it. Like what would you say to someone that is, I don't know enough about it. I don't know how I'm going to close them on the phone, or I'm scared to do that. Like, what is your advice to help somebody step into doing that?
Okay. Oh my God. I'm so glad you asked that, because, okay, number 1, treat yourself. Okay, if you had gotten hired today at Nordstrom's and they said to you, you are going to be a personal shopper in our health and wellness department. We have these beautiful oils for you that we're going to be selling. I want you to promote this. We have this beautiful nutrition line. We have this amazing offering for our clients. Now, what your job is going to be is when clients are coming to the store, is your job is to find out what they need and to match them with that. Okay. So how important is it for you to know what the heck those actual products are? So important, right? Also, so important to take the time with each person, right? And take notes. So whenever I talk to somebody, I take notes, you guys. So even if I'm on those calls or whatever, I take notes. You don't have to be an expert who has the answer. So if you take the mindset of, I'm here to serve you, and you get on a call with them and you're authentic and genuine, and you're like, hey, I think this would be, I'd love to hear, what are you looking to get? You let them talk. You hear them. They say, I'm feeling fatigued. They say, I'm not feeling confident anymore. They say, my clothes don't fit right. Whatever, you hear them. I hear you. I felt the same way too. What I found was XYZ. And you guys, I'm not an expert on every single product, but I use enough of them to know stuff, but I also have spent time on my website. So what I'll do is I'll have them on the phone or on the video even, and I'll pull up my computer right in front of me on the website. And I'll be like, you know what? I think this system would be the best fit for you. And then like you keep talking, like, again, just, you can say, hey, I'm going to ask a question, or if they have a question that you don't know the answer to, because I think at the end of it, it's fear that holds us back, right? It's the fear of the unknown. Are they going to ask me something on the spot and I'm going to look dumb, or I'm going to look like I can't, or I'm going to, right? You have to take the focus off of you. They're not worried about you. They're worried about them. So if your mindset is, how can I serve them? Then that's where the magic is, because now you're sitting there, you're taking notes on what they're saying because you're a professional. You're there to be their personal shopping assistant. So you're like, okay, so what I'm hearing you say is you really want to know this. You can't have caffeine. So, and reading this, okay, I'm going to take that information and I am going to go into my product line, and I'd love to schedule a time where we can reconnect and I can create a custom package for you. That's a perfect exit with grace for that conversation. Now you can come back and go, oh my gosh, whoever enrolled you, this person needs this, this, and this. Can you help me figure this out? Right. And then you're like, yes, this would be the perfect package. Or, you know, let's work with it. Okay, they've got this allergy, then I would suggest this product instead, because I know it doesn't contain that. Or yeah, the chromium will help with this, or whatever. You have the people who have used a lot of the products for a long time. You have a lot of resources in this page, but also they're in your website, you guys. Every ingredient is listed there, right? And that's what I do. I just go and do the research. So as the personal shopping assistant, that's your job, right? You think, hey, I'm gonna be your personal shopper. You come back to them and you're like, okay, I'm meeting with you Tuesday at 2 p.m. You have an appointment now. How great does that feel? You're signing a customer Tuesday at 2 p.m. It's in your calendar. You set an alert, you set a reminder. You get up Tuesday morning, you're like, I'm doing my hair today. I'm getting on a video chat customer, right? Like it's fun. And you get to be part of their journey and their story. And it just makes everything that you're doing so valuable when you serve other people like that.
I love it. And I hope that people hear this and get out of their comfort zone, because really, you guys, the connection is where it's at. So Krista, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for sharing these tips. I bet you if we asked Krista very nicely, she would even make us a little short 10-minute training video on how her conversations look. I think if we ask her really nicely on the screen and just give her like that thumbs up that we're like, yes, we want that. We love that. We want that. Yes, she would totally do it. We love you so much, Krista. Thank you. Congrats again. I'm so pumped that you're going to Montreal. And I am now going to go over to Courtney. There's the thumbs up. I'm like, I can't be the only one that wants that. That's amazing. Okay. All right. Love you, dude. Thank you. I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to bring on Miss Courtney. Courtney, thank you so much for taking the time tonight to be with us. You're a beast. I gotta say that, guys, Courtney got the #1 spot for Montreal. I keep saying that I'm gonna try and say whatever the word is, but I just know I'm gonna butcher it. Listen, ended up in #1, stayed #1 the whole time. #1, just a beast, like such a beast. So Courtney, quick, if you could tell us your story, your journey with It Works in a few minutes, and then we'll get into the questions.
Oh my goodness, it felt like Christmas morning, the day after waking up after hearing that. I was like, is this real? Because you guys, I've never been #1 at anything in my life, literally. So it meant a lot to me. Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really proud that Diamond Tribe, like Jackie, Krista, Emma, that we got on there together. But my story goes way back to when I was a teacher. I was a high school teacher, and my husband's in the baseball industry, and he has worked abroad ever since I met him. So we were on year 13 of long distance. I would go probably 10 months a year. He'd be out of the country, and I would just take spring break and spend all my money to go and visit him and not be paid for 2 weeks, and then come home and then grind and then go visit him in the summertime, not be paid all summer, make no money. I was asking him to pay my visa bill all the time because I was just like, I could not, make it stretch and go be with him. So the long distance was really difficult on our relationship, as well. As you could imagine, not being around someone and you're married to them, it was like, really odd, right? So I saw Jackie posting and I was like, okay, there's no way this is real. This is a scam. Because like my family was very much, you go to school, you become a teacher, you you do that until you retire and then you can have all the fun, you know? So they were very traditional in that. So they were not very open to this business whatsoever. But after I educated myself, I learned that it was a very amazing opportunity. And so I went, I remember having a huge like mental breakdown after I clicked join about 30 days later in my husband's arms. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm really scared to go full throttle with this because I am so scared of what other people think, because my entire life, my parents controlled basically my career. I just wanted them to like me and like my life choices. I never wanted to stand out as a friend. I just wanted to like, you know, kind of like Krista said, shrink, but just like, you know, just fit in the box, you know what I'm saying? And I never wanted to like step out of it to like, you know, because people would say things, you know? So that really was the main reason why I was scared to start. And then as soon as I had that cry and I realized I was not going to die if I started, you know, posting about this business every day and like taking it seriously. And actually, I think people would respect me more if I took it seriously and never, ever, ever quit, because everyone expects you to quit. That's when it clicked for me. And I applied my teacher work ethic. You guys, I was never the smartest person in my class. I failed. I became a French teacher, but you guys, I failed so many times to become a French teacher. Like I wasn't that great of a French teacher. Okay. And but I was never the best, but I did it. Okay. Like I might've had to take that French test 3 times, but I did it. Okay. So like I apply that same with ballet. I studied ballet almost my entire life until I even went to university and studied dance. That discipline, that you're not going to see results in ballet for probably 10 years. Okay. That's why everyone quits after doing one plie in class, right? Because you're not seeing the fun part. You have to do all the training. So I applied all these skills and, you know, strategies of discipline, hard work, determination, setbacks, who cares, keep going, disappointments, doesn't matter, keep going. And I applied that work ethic to this job every day. Every day, even when I made $50 my first month, I was like, oh, I just made $50 posting online. That was my perspective. Most people are like, oh my God, I did all that work for 50. Like, no, dude, I was stoked. So I just literally am a hard worker, and that's just never been an issue for me. So I feel like if that is an issue for you, you like, definitely help yourself, because like you're the only person that can nip that in the bud, right? That fear and doubt, you got to squash that and figure it out. So once I did that, that's when it really took off for me. And I did not explode like Krista. I was a slow burn, you guys. Like Jackie went diamond so fast, Krista so fast, not me. It took me, I think, a year to go diamond, maybe more. And, but then after conference, here's the plug, get to conference, you guys. I double promoted and took my 2.0 double. It was just like the craziest thing after conference. And then now, you guys, fast forward almost 4 years in this business. I swear, I love this life so much. And that's what continues to push me to work so hard every day, because I am never going back to the broke, sad, unfulfilled person I was 4 years ago, dreading, crying, going to work, being so stressed, not coming home till, you know, really late at night, bringing homework home with me to Mark. It was like really miserable, being alone all the time. I live, like I go wherever I want. If I want to be in Florida with my husband, I'm going to be in Florida with my husband. I like it down here. It's warm down here. I don't need to wear mittens and gloves right now. I literally can wear a bathing suit outside. We take retirement style trips because they're fully funded by It Works. And you know what's blowing my mind is literally this company just paid us to work hard to get tier 1s and tier 2s to pay ourselves more money. And then after we earn more money and more bonuses, they're like, oh, here's the trip. Like, what the heck? This is a no-brainer. Like, I'm never going back to teaching ever. I was working just as hard, but making like pennies, you know, like it's just, there's so much potential here. So you guys, like, you have to keep going, and you can't let those, I want to say, like, the disappointments are going to come. The hardships are going to come. You have, like, the one thing you have to be is so strong, have that burning desire to truly be in that different spot this time next year, and it will come to you, I promise.
Dude, I just got so fired up listening to you talk. I'm like, yes. Okay, I have 2 things I want you to quickly touch on before we go into the how-to for Montreal. Okay, first thing, you have the best mindset ever, like you just always have. So when you started, you were busy. Okay. And I feel there's a lot of people that are like, I need this, right? Drop a 3 if that's you. I need what Courtney just told me. I need the money. I need the freedom. I'm not happy where I am. I do not want to stay here. I want to get out of it. Okay. Perfect. Now, on the flip side, then they're like, but my goldfish's sister just tripped on her shoelace and died. And then you're like, why does that hold you back? So what would you do? What would your advice be to someone who's super busy, but needs this? How did you work past that? Like, what was your mindset for that?
Well, I have Yamila, who is on this. She's one of my new distributors, and she's a very hard worker, and she works, I want to say like 10 plus hours a day and grinds at her job. And she was, she works really hard. And she was telling me, I'm sorry, Courtney, I've been really neglecting this business. My work is so stressful and toxic and this and that. I just needed to take a breather after my work, And I was like, you know what, Yamila, that's so funny, because my perspective is the opposite. If you don't like your job and you don't like the people you work with, and you're 10 hours away from your hubby every day, and you find like you want to just be in more control of your life and in your finances, I'm like, that should be not an excuse to not work your business. That should be the reason you come home, and even though you're tired, you grind for 3 hours, don't watch Netflix, don't scroll, come to these Zooms, do our power hours, get your checklist done, your core 4 and 1 more every day. Because guess what? These 4K bonuses, are you kidding me? Like, you could quit, like you could get out of there, like escape this rat race. So for me, yes, I was busy. I was serving evenings and weekends. Yes, I was teaching. And how like that is, like, I'm sure everyone knows, like everyone has crazy busy schedules, right? But rather than that be a reason not to work your business, shouldn't that be the reason you want to work your business, so you can escape from this? Like it's just like this life is just like a cycle of, it's just like a vicious cycle, right? So like, I feel like this could be your escape. So I would say, find the time. You don't have to just sit down 3 hours a day. I would be like in the lineup at the grocery store. It would be recess. I'd be crushing habit recess. I would eat my lunch in probably 2 minutes. And I do, my list through the whole 45 minutes of lunch. I would show up, early to work so I could get all my work stuff done. And then I would leave a little, earlier than a teacher normally leaves. And I would go home and I'd crush it some more before my server shift. Like, you just have to find the time. And then guess what? It replaced the server. Okay. So I had more time to do this business. Guess what? That gave me more income. Then I could pour more into this. Then it helped me retire or quit teaching. Like, it is literally the answer to your prayers to pour yourself into this, right? And it's not like we've done all the legwork for you. You literally just have to apply what we teach you every day and be disciplined about it. So that's what I would say.
Dude, so good. I love your mindset. So you obviously destroy it in success bonuses. You destroy it in tier 1 and tier 2s. I'm pretty sure income disclosure, whatever that thing is. I'm pretty sure she's going to make over $100,000 in bonuses alone, or she already has. Like, she's a beast. Okay. So tell us straight up, like, if someone was like, Courtney, I'm ready to do what you're doing. I want to be Courtney Bowman. I want to make the money, be real. Don't sugarcoat it. What do they need to do right now?
Okay, number one, how many Christmas cash bonus papers, like from the e-doc in eSuite, have you printed out? Do you have it in front of you? No? Well, it's like you're just on a ship and you're like, yeah, I'm going diamond. But it's like you have no directions, you have no pilot, you have no staff, you have no GPS hooked up. You're just like, woo, I'm going diamond. And you're like lost in the Atlantic Ocean somewhere. Like, you're not going to get to your destination just dreaming about it and wishing about it. You have to actually have the roadmap. And by the way, did you just print 1? Why are you doing that? Why didn't you print 2? Okay, my psycho butt printed 12 success bonuses on June. I had a dream to have the best summer in my business. So the reason why I didn't even think I'd make it to Winter Wonderland, to be honest, when I saw my name, I looked at the bottom of the list and I was like, oh, I guess I didn't make it. Like, I literally had no idea that I was number 1. I had no freaking idea. And it's because in June, I printed 12 success bonuses and I went psycho. I went ham, you guys. I was obsessed because I was like, is this real? Are we? And then I just did the things that I literally just try to keep up with Jackie, you guys. I do whatever Jackie teaches me to do. I go and I do it because it's working. Like, look at all the people on her team who are killing it. Like, there's so many of us. So I just copy her and I just apply my psycho work ethic. And then you just, I don't know, like, it's hard. Like, I want to say, you just get it done, but like, you have to, like, set those goals. So I printed out those sheets, right? But then I focused on the process. I did not focus on like, enrollments every day. My goal personally, now this is what I do, was to complete the checklist and really go ham on HAPs. So I was getting like a lot of HAPs up a day. Okay. If you're new, the goal is 5 to 10. I've been in a while. So I was like, Courtney, I want to just like see what you're capable of if you just do a little more. So I'd be tired in bed. It's like 10. I'm going to bed normally. And I'd be like, no, let's just message like one more person and see if you can get one more HAP up. And I would get like 50 HAPs up, you guys. It went cray. Okay. That's because I was just pushing myself to see I just wanted to know what I could do. I just wanted to see. So I focused on HAP. My husband always tells me, like, cause he's in baseball, and it's literally, if you suck 7 times out of 10, you are amazing in baseball. So I feel like it's kind of like that here. Like, if you get 9 no's out of 10 a day, but you get the 1 yes a day, that's 1 LC a day, that's 30 a month. Like, so it's great. So that is just my mindset. The process is doing the checklist every day. No ifs, ands, or buts. Like, I literally went through a couple heartbreaking situations this summer and fall. And I never, ever put my phone down and said, I'm not working today. That was my fuel to continue to work, So yeah, then I was obsessed with helping people getting their 4-in-1s. So when I would get distributors from HAP, because I proposed the business to every single person I asked to HAP. So I was proposing the business to 20 to 50 people a day. So I was getting more people to join my team because I was just proposing the business to those people that I normally it would take me longer to get to them. I was just doing more in a concentrated amount of time. So I was enrolling more DTs. Every time you get someone on your team that wants to change their life and their finances, and you give them the tools to work their 4-in-1, and you're in their inbox every day trying to help them, and you run with your riders and you gallop to your goals, okay, tier 2s happen, right? Tier 2s happen. And then that's what happened. That's what I did.
Dude, gallop to your goals. I think that's going to be on the new swag. Okay. You heard it here first. Galloping to your goals. Dude, I just appreciate you and your mindset and everything you do so much. Like, you're a literal beast. I remember being in Florida with you and you were making that Elle Woods TikTok. You know what I'm talking about? And all I could think about was, she has the hustle. Like, there's not a lot of people that can out hustle. And she has the style. Like, you're so good. All of you guys, so proud of all of you guys. Yeah, I see a couple of you guys that you guys remember what we're talking about. That was probably the best TikTok ever to be made. Anyways, very, very proud of you, Court. Congrats on all your success. We're all cheering you on. And guys, if I can tell you anything, is it's success leaves clues. Like, go to their pages, see how they're showing up. So thank you, Courtney. You're amazing. And I'm very excited. I know we're coming up late. I was just thinking, I'm like, man, it's pretty late in Eastern time. So thank you for being on here, you guys still. But Jackie, I would love to bring you on, you guys. This is Jackie McClements. She is, I know most of you have seen her or heard from her already, but I would just love to introduce you to Jackie. She is our new Canadian president. She has been in the network marketing industry for a very long time, and just such an honor to have her at our company. So I'm just going to bring you on. I think you should be able to unmute, and I would just love if you could just share a little bit about your journey and like where It Works is going, and just give us the goods. I think you could. Can you unmute? There you go. Yeah.
I think I am unmuted. Can you hear me? We're good. Okay. First of all, let me tell you this. I'm super honored to be here, everyone. Thank you for having me. Jackie, thanks for hosting and inviting me to be a part of this incredible night with your team. My first team call here at It Works. So you guys are all my first. So that's really exciting for me. And I'm just super honored to be here. I just want to do a quick shout out because I mean, what a team call to be on. What what an honor to have this one be my first and be amongst some of the most hardworking, most incredible distributors at It Works right here on this call. That's how I feel. I feel completely surrounded by greatness. Truly, that's how I feel. So I just wanted to give a shout out to all of you on this team. Jackie does nothing but talk so highly of how amazing you all are. And I see it, like I'm scrolling, you guys, 4 pages of on this Zoom of participants participating on this call. So I think that says a lot about Jackie, your leadership, and, you know, being an example and telling your team you need to show up to go up. I actually think that that was one of your sayings on promoting this call. And so seeing 4 pages of distributors and, you know, your team on this call is absolutely amazing. It's so nice to see. I think I saw 84 or something like that on the call. I wanted to congratulate personally Emma, Krista, and Courtney for making it. Did I miss anybody? Did I miss anybody else on the Winter Wonderland list? Was it Krista, Emma, and Courtney, right? We got it. Okay, awesome. So congratulations to all of you. And then Krista J for going diamond. I want to say, you're my first too. You're my first diamond rank promotion since I've been here at It Works. And I want to just tell you guys all that you're leading by example. You're paving, not just paving a path, blazing a path for so many to follow. And I can just tell by what I heard from Krista and Courtney tonight that you are all doing incredible things and you are the example that we want all of Canada to follow, truly, truly. And I would be remiss if I didn't do a shout out. She doesn't know I'm going to do this, but you need to know that this is because of her leadership. You need to know it's because she's an incredible leader to all of you, a mentor, coach, all of the things, bringing you all together, putting her arms around you all the time, doing these types of calls. It is no wonder she's very, very close to $1 million, you guys. Let's hear it for Jackie Deering. We won't say when she's going to celebrate it, but I'm going to tell you she's super close. So I wanted to make sure you all knew that. She wasn't going to probably tell you, but I can. I can, but this is what I just want to say, like, do you see what you guys are a part of here? I don't know if you're on your phones or on your computers, but drop a 1 if you feel pretty damn awesome being on this team and be a part of something that special, you guys. That's special, right? And so do you see what I mean when I tell you what a great call to be on for the first time? I'm amongst greatness. That's totally true. Jackie, you said a little bit about my past here. I've been 20 years in this industry. I am not one to jump ship, guys. This is something I'm really proud of. I do not jump ship. I stay where I believe in. I'm loyal to a fault. So in that 20 years, this is only my 5th company that I've been a part of in this industry. And when I say I'm not a ship jumper, that's because I'm not going to look for the new shiny thing or because I need a better title or because there's some sort of like cash, like draw. It's not about that. It's about making an impact in the industry. And where can I do that most? Where can I show that we've got something really, really special here? Somewhere that I believe in, somewhere where the distributors are authentic and genuine. Where can I go that I can believe in the product, believe in the leadership? And that was this. I do not move very, very much. So I would need to be swayed in order to have moved from the places that I was to go to the next place. And this was it. I felt like at my age, if I'm going to do it again, I want to do it for a company that I absolutely believe in. And when I think about the Pentecost and what they put here in front of us, that their dream became reality, and actually a reality come true for many other dreamers to follow. That to me is a legacy that I want to follow. That's to me a legacy that I want to continue to put out there for others to understand what we have here. And then the vision, of course, that's, that we are heading into this global mission, you guys, of being one team, one mission, one team globally. We are on a path, and it's going to be incredible. I can tell you there's change. And I just want to tell you something. Sometimes change is it's in where we are today and what we do in the industry, change is generally a really good sign of good things to come. So I wanted to make sure I put that out there for you guys. Sometimes it could seem scary, but change means that we are rearranging things, we're reevaluating things, we're revisiting what works, what doesn't work, and what path do we want to be on, and where do we want all of our distributors to be so that they can see success, so we can see success together, so we could be aligned globally. That kind of change is really, really positive, and I want you to know that the change you are seeing is that we are putting you on the path to a bright future. And I would not have started here if I didn't feel so absolutely excited about our future here at It Works. Well, first of all, there's somebody in Canada now. Woo! What a novelty, right? There's somebody in Canada here leading the actual market. And it's a pleasure that I get to be that person. But we've got a team of people here who are supporting you as well. So I'm really excited. We've got the right product people are looking for. It's formulated, in a way that a lot of people are more educated about what they're putting in their bodies now, what they're putting on their skin, right? So we've got the product that people now are looking. It's not just products in wellness and health, but it's products that are formulated the way people are now looking for. So we've got that in spades. And now it's not just inner, right, wellness, it's actually outer wellness as well with the launch of these oils today. That sort of opens up this whole new market of customers for you. And I'm really excited about that. This is just the beginning. I'm telling you guys, we haven't even scratched the surface. What I know about It Works here in Canada and where we are, I think to myself, oh my gosh, where we're going to be in a year really blows my mind. And it gets me super excited and super pumped. And I just want to hear from you that if you can just feel that passion that I have of where we are today and where I know we will be in 12 months, I want to know, do you want to be a part of that success? Drop me a 1 in the comments if you want to be a part of that success. Okay, and if you want to be a part of that success, it's easy to do. You know what you got to do? You got to listen to what Jackie's been telling you to do. You got to listen to what Courtney has told you today you needed to do. You got to listen to what Krista has also said you needed to do. These are the 3 key things, or 3, oh my gosh, 1, 2, 3. I wrote 4 key words that these ladies used tonight. Okay, ready? Number 1, decide. Decide you are going to see your best year. Decide, you guys. Okay. Krista said that. She made a decision. She was going to go all in. Are you going to decide to go all in? Yes or no? Okay. The second thing I heard was mindset. Okay. Courtney said that. Mindset is everything. If you believe you can do it, you will do it. If you believe you can't, you won't. That's just, it's so simple. It's cliche, but you guys, it is what it is. You need to remove all those excuses, guys. It's all in here. 20 years, I've seen it all, you guys. It's all in here. What you believe you can achieve, you will achieve, but you have to know that you can absolutely do it. And it's all in your mindset. The other thing that I heard was a little bit more. Oh my gosh, it's like we're all the same people. I just talked about this on 2 Sunday night calls ago. I talked about this. I don't know if anybody ever heard of this, the philosophy around 212 degrees. Okay. 211 degrees, water gets hot. With 1 more degree, water boils. With boiling water comes steam, and with steam, you can actually move a locomotive. A locomotive is an old way of saying a train. And there are still steam trains out there. You guys, it's putting in that little bit extra. I loved that you said that, Courtney. You said, I just wanted to see if I could do 1 more before I went to bed, or 1 more before whatever it was. You had to head out for the day, or 1 more. Ed Milet. Anybody know Ed Milet? He's somebody that I completely look up to. He's, you know what, you have these mentors, but they don't even know they're your mentors because they're like so far removed. He's one of those guys. And I heard him speak one time and he said, I never stopped when I was supposed to. I always pushed that little bit more. And from pushing that little bit more, I got a little bit better every single day, every single week. So if you can imagine today, you're going to push after this call, I want you to do one more of that one thing you were supposed to do today. Do one more after this call, you guys. Do one more. And every week, do something, do one more of that thing. What, Courtney, you were saying, you made sure you reached out to somebody to do one more host to post for you. And what did you do? You got a ton of leads from it and you got probably lots of customers from it, right? So do that one more, you guys. Always push for the one more, because I'm going to tell you something else that our mind is always doing on it for us, and we don't even know it, is limiting us. Okay. So if you're pushing yourself and you're starting to train your brain to do a little bit more, you are no longer going to be limiting yourself. You are going to be thinking more abundantly. You are going to be better every single day, and your business will be better every single day. And if you do that, think about 12 months from now, right? Where I know we're going to be, and I want you all to be there too. And I want you to hit those goals that you're going to be setting for yourself in 12 months. And the last thing I heard was consistency. Just do what you know you need to do for your business every single day. We don't decide, today's not a good day to be a mom. Today, I don't think I want to go to the job. But by the way, job, you guys, just means just over broke, right? It's just trading time for money, right? That's what you're doing at a job. We don't get to decide those things. We have to do those things consistently every day. So you need to put this business in the same bucket as those important things in your business, as those important things in your life that you know you need to tend to every single day. When you start to put your business in the same bucket as those important things in your life, you will work your business consistently every day and you will see change. So those are the 4 things I gathered from all of this amazing conversation we had tonight with these incredible leaders and speakers tonight. And I just want to thank you for having me on this call. I mean, let's do this, you guys. What do you say?
This has been awesome. And Jackie, we really appreciate your time, and Krista and Court and all of you guys that took the time to be on here tonight. And one more thing that I want to say before we get off is tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I will make a post about this, but just so you guys all have it, 6 a.m. Pacific, 9 Eastern, we're going to start our morning with just a journaling morning motivation in the background, no phones, no whatever that other stuff is, literally just to start your morning with mindset. So if you want to come on in the morning, it'll be the same Zoom room, and we're going to start the day getting our little minds right before we take on the day. Okay. So I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. This will be up on my YouTube tonight. And thank you guys again all for being on. Okay. All right. Good night. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.